The most dangerous opponent isn't the one who threatens you loudly. It's the one who never lets you know you're an opponent at all. In a world of obvious enemies and clear battle lines, Sigma males operate on a completely different level. These men aren't dangerous because they're aggressive or violent. They're dangerous because they see things others miss, understand patterns others ignore, and respond in ways nobody expects. While most people react with emotion, these men respond with strategy. Think about the last time someone got revenge. They probably acted quickly, made noise, wanted everyone to know. But a Sigma male, he operates differently. No dramatic threats, no warning signs, just calm, calculated moves that you might not even notice until it's too late. What makes this really interesting isn't just how they handle enemies, it's how these same qualities make them incredibly valuable as friends. The same traits that make them dangerous opponents make them powerful allies. While they rarely seek either friends or enemies, the difference in how they treat each one is like night and day. Let's explore 7 reasons why crossing a Sigma male might be the last mistake someone makes in a game they didn't even know they were playing, and why having one as a true friend might be the best card you could have in your hand. Number 1. They don't fight battles. They end games. Most people think in terms of winning arguments or coming out on top in conflicts. They focus on scoring points, getting the last word, or winning single battles. No matter how much they might want to win, a Sigma male doesn't think that way. When crossed, he doesn't jump into petty fights. He actually looks at the whole game board. While others are focused on winning the moment, he's quietly changing the entire playing field. It's not about winning one argument. It's about making sure there won't be any more arguments. As enemies, these men are seriously effective. They don't waste energy on small victories. They actually make moves that change entire situations. Maybe they find a better job, making workplace drama irrelevant. Or they restructure their social circle, removing toxic people entirely. They don't fight. They simply change the game so they can't lose. But as friends, this quality becomes incredibly valuable. They help you solve problems at their root instead of just dealing with symptoms. While others might help you win a battle, a Sigma male helps you avoid future wars altogether. The real test is how they deal with conflict. While others throw punches, they're busy building exits. While people plot revenge, they're creating better situations. They don't need to defeat you. They just make your moves irrelevant. Because sometimes the best way to win isn't by fighting. It's by changing the game so completely that fighting becomes pointless. Number 2. They spot your weaknesses before you even notice theirs. While you're busy trying to look strong, a Sigma male is quietly mapping out your entire pattern of behavior. Not in a mean way. They just naturally notice things others miss. The way you react when stressed. What makes you defensive? How you handle pressure. As enemies, this makes them scary. They'll notice your weak spots before you even realize they're paying attention. That habit of talking too much when nervous. They see it. The way you try too hard to prove yourself. They note it. Your tendency to make mistakes when rushed. They file that away. But as friends, this same ability makes them incredibly valuable. They notice when you're struggling before you say anything. They can tell when you need support, even if you're trying to look strong. They spot toxic people in your life that you might have missed. The interesting part is how they use this information. As an enemy, they won't exploit your weaknesses right away. They'll wait until it matters. As a friend, they'll quietly help you fix these weak spots without making you feel bad about them. Most interesting is how they do all this without showing their own cards. While others show off their strengths and cover up their flaws, a Sigma male keeps both hidden, making him impossible to read and even harder to predict. Because sometimes, the most dangerous person isn't the one who throws the first punch. It's the one who already knows where your guard is down. Number 3. Their silence is more powerful than threats. Loud threats make people defensive. Angry words make them fight back. But a Sigma male's silence is completely different. It makes people question everything they thought they knew. Most folks try to fix problems by talking them out. They argue, explain, defend themselves. A Sigma male just goes quiet. Not the awkward kind of quiet that comes from not knowing what to say, but the heavy kind of quiet that says more than words ever could. When crossed, these men don't make threats or promises. They simply stop engaging. No explanations needed. The sudden wall of silence hits harder than any angry words could. Because now you're left wondering, what are they thinking? What are they planning? Or are they planning anything at all? As enemies, this silence becomes a psychological weight. You never know where you stand. Each quiet day could mean they've forgotten about you, or they're 10 steps ahead of you. The uncertainty alone is enough to keep most people up at night. But flip the coin. As friends, this same quiet strength becomes a comfort. When everyone else is offering empty words and hollow promises, a Sigma silence means they're really listening, really understanding. Their quiet support carries more weight than 1,000 "I got your backs" from others. The power isn't in the silence itself. It's in what that silence might mean. Because sometimes saying nothing at all leaves people's imaginations to do worse than any threat could. Number 4. Their patience has no expiration date. Time never sides with the impatient, wrote ancient warrior Sun Tzu. For a Sigma male, this isn't just a quote. It's a natural way of being. Most people rush for quick results, but these men understand that true power often lies in simply waiting. Their patience isn't about being passive. It's about knowing that time reveals everything. True colors, hidden motives, real character. Psychologist Dr. Robert Greene notes that patience is not about waiting, but how you act while you're waiting. As an enemy, this makes them terrifying. Most folks might jump at quick revenge or immediate payback, but a Sigma male could wait months or even years for the right moment. Not from holding a grudge, but from knowing that rushing rarely gives the best results. As a friend, this patience becomes a superpower. You won't feel pushed when you're not ready. No demands for instant changes. Instead, they stand by quietly, offering steady support until you figure things out at your own pace. What really intimidates people isn't just how long these men can wait. It's how calm they stay during the process. No angry outbursts, no dramatic countdowns. Just a steady presence that says, I have all the time in the world. Because in a world obsessed with instant results, someone who can play the long game becomes both a powerful ally and a dangerous opponent. A Sigma male's patience isn't about waiting for something to happen. It's about waiting for the right time to make something happen. Number 5. They collect information without saying a word. Have you ever noticed that quiet person who somehow knows everything about everyone? That's often a Sigma male's natural state, not because they're gossiping or snooping, but because they're always observing, always processing. Think about how most people handle information. They ask direct questions. They dig for details. They trade secrets like baseball cards. But a Sigma male just sits back and watches as people freely give away information they don't even realize they're sharing. Famous FBI behavior expert Joe Navarro puts it simply, those who speak least often learn most. A Sigma male naturally follows this principle. Every conversation, every interaction, every reaction becomes a piece of data, stored away for potential future use. As enemies, this makes them particularly unsettling. They notice your patterns, your weak spots, your triggers, all without ever having to ask. By the time you realize they know something, they've probably known it for months. But here's where it gets interesting. As friends, this same quality becomes invaluable. They pick up on when you're really struggling, even if you're trying to hide it. They notice toxic people in your life before these people show their true colors. They see opportunities you might miss. The scary part isn't that they collect this information. It's that you'll never know how much they really know. Because by the time you figure out they were paying attention, they've already learned everything they needed to. Number 6. They don't seek revenge, they ensure consequences. Most people think revenge is about getting even or making someone hurt like they hurt you. But Sigma males understand something deeper. Natural consequences teach better lessons than any planned revenge ever could. Psychology experts explain this mindset as detached observation, the ability to step back and let situations play out naturally. Instead of plotting payback, these men simply remove their support, their help, or their presence, then watch as natural consequences unfold. As enemies, this makes them exceptionally dangerous. They won't spread rumors or try to hurt you back. Instead, they might just stop covering for your mistakes. Stop helping with problems. Stop keeping your secrets, not out of spite, but because you've shown you can't be trusted with their support. As friends, this same quality makes them incredibly reliable. They won't enable bad behavior or pretend your mistakes are okay, but they'll stand by you through the natural consequences of your actions, helping you learn and grow from them. The interesting thing is that they don't bother explaining or announcing these changes. No warnings, no threats, no dramatic speeches. They simply adjust their behavior based on how you've treated them and let reality do the teaching. Because sometimes the best revenge isn't about getting even. It's about stepping back and letting someone face the natural results of their own actions. Number 7. They know when to walk away permanently. Walking away sounds simple. Everyone does it, right? Wrong. Real walking away, the kind where you never look back, is one of the hardest things to do, unless you're a Sigma male. But here's the catch. These men don't just stop caring and walk away. They care deeply, but they know when it's time to let go. Not from being heartless, but from understanding a truth that Dr. John Gottman discovered. Some bridges, once broken, can't be fixed, and pretending they can only leads to more damage. It's not about being cold or unforgiving. Sigma males simply understand something most miss. Once certain lines are crossed, things can never go back to how they were. No amount of apologies or promises can rebuild what's been broken. As enemies, this makes them frustrating. You can't fix what you broke because they're not giving you the chance. You can't make things right because they're already gone. The finality of their exit hits harder than any revenge could. But as friends, this same quality means absolute loyalty until a line is crossed. They won't waste your time with empty threats about leaving. They won't play games with the friendship. You'll know exactly where you stand because they only stay in relationships they truly value. The scary part isn't that they leave. It's that once they're gone, they're really gone. No looking back, no second thoughts. Because when a Sigma walks away, it's because he has already decided nothing good can come from staying. If you found this video insightful, make sure to subscribe for more content on the Sigma mindset and beyond. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay sharp, stay strong, and keep growing.